Good morning, grade 5 students. I welcome all of you in our today's science class. Students, are you excited for your today's task? I know. So, students, what is the name of our chapter? Yes, rivers and oceans. This is really interesting, that rivers and oceans. So in this chapter we learned many different things about rivers, oceans and seas. Okay, so today is our activity about give short answers. So are you ready for today's task? Good, very nice. Okay, first I will tell you few questions and then I will answer all the question. So question number 1 is, how oceans are beneficial to us? How oceans are beneficial to us? So the answer of the question is, the oceans produce half of the oxygen in Earth's atmosphere where we breathe. It is an essential part of the water cycle. The oceans, beaches provide habitat and nesting ground for oceans wildlife like a sea turtle and sea birds. I'm going to repeat this answer again. The oceans produce half of the oxygen in Earth's atmosphere where we breathe. It is an essential part of the water cycle. The ocean's beaches provide habitat and nesting ground for oceans wildlife like a sea turtle and sea birds. Now I am moving on our next question. Write name of 5 oceans of the world. So the answer of the question is number 1, Pacific Ocean, number 2, Atlantic Ocean, number 3, Indian Ocean, number 4, Arctic Ocean, and number 5, Southern Ocean. So now I am going to move on the next question. What is the difference between an ocean and a sea? So the answer of the question is, sea water is saline water. The Dead Sea has water so salty that no life can survive in it. So, sea are a good source of salt. Oceans are deep and it has different plants and animals which live together. It provides us with half of the world's oxygen through these plants. It also works as CO2 sinks by observing it from the air. So now I am going to read our 4th and the last question. Write names of some organisms that live in oceans. Write names of some organisms that live in the oceans. So the answer of the question is, many species live in oceans like shark, whales, crabs, fish, lobsters. Okay, I am going to read this answer again. Many species live in ocean of organisms like shark, whale, crabs and fish. So students, we have completed our today's task, and you know that today was our understand verbal day. Okay, now I'm going to tell you about your today's task. Okay, so we have total 4 questions. So you have to select 2 questions and you have to ask your family member. They will ask you a question and you will reply. when you will be replying the answer, you have to ask your family member to record your video, because we want to see your presentation skills. Okay, so you have to send this video to your teachers. Inshallah, tomorrow we will meet again with another activity of this chapter, rivers in oceans. Allah Hafiz.